Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom from Sportsbook Review, and you can join in our conversation on Twitter, #SBRNatalie. Now, the draw was announced last Thursday, where we took a look at the early winners market. You can find the link to that video in the description below. But today we're going to break down Group C and Group D with betting pundit Lee Phelps from William Hill's In Play Radio to see if there's some good betting value worth placing a bet on. Lee, welcome to the show today.
Hi, Natalie. Good to be here.
Now, in Group C in pot order is Benfica, Zenit, Bayer Leverkusen and Monaco. Now, out of all the groups, do you think this is one of the toughest ones to call?
Yeah, it is. It is quite tough. I mean, you tend to get one standout team, don't you, who are quite a short price, and then you find the others are making up the numbers. But yeah, this one is quite wide open. I mean, when I looked at it, I kind of thought, oh, like, this is wide open. When I started to delve a little bit deeper, I think there is a little bit of value to be had here, and I think the bookmakers have got this one slightly wrong, to be honest with you.
Well, the odds are certainly close for this, for all four, really. 3.5 for Leverkusen, who are the favourites, 4.33 for Benfica, 4.5 for Monaco, and 5 for Zenit. Now, is Leverkusen your favourite to win the group?
No, this is where we're probably going to surprise a few people. Good side, obviously. I think they've done really well. Obviously, getting this far. Started the season quite well as well in the Bundesliga, including a 2-0 win against Dortmund, which obviously has raised some eyebrows. They have let Emre Can go. Also, brought in a couple of extra players, but Stefan Kiesling is their main key striker. He's already got 9 goals, by the way, in 5 games this season. He doesn't score that many in the Champions League, though. I think he got 2 last season. So he needs to score more than that if they are going to top the group. I just don't think they're quite strong enough. I'm not saying they're not going to win the group, but it's not my idea of a great bet. I might be playing them in the dual forecast, and we'll find out in a minute who they'll be in the dual forecast with. But yeah, I've got another team I think might top the group this time, Natalie.
All right, and who is that?
Zenit St. Petersburg. I think they've started the season in unbelievable fashion. I don't know if you've seen their form in Russia. Played 6, won 6, scored 18, conceded 2. I've seen them play twice already this season under Andrei Villas-Boas, and they just look unbelievable. There is a problem. I mean, I was all over this, originally, but there is one problem in that Hulk, the Brazil striker. He's out now until October. He scored 5 of those goals that they've scored so far. Scored 3 at home in both qualifying games, so one of them both 3-0, absolutely flying. So there is a bit of pressure, on the other strikers, but I still think they can go really well in this competition. That last year they qualified out of the group with just 6 points. They had 3 home draws and 1 away win. Now, traditionally, they're a better home team than they are an away team, but their away form has improved quite a lot. If you remember last season, they actually beat Dortmund 2-1 away. The tie was probably almost over anyway. But I think if they can strengthen that home form this season in the group, if they can win 2 and draw 1 and win 1 away, I think they'll go quite a long way. That'll be 10 points, and I think in a very tight group that could really push them towards the top of this table. So that's going to be my pick to actually win the group, Zenit. I mean, they're actually the 4th favourites to win the group from the bookies, and I'm going with them as the favourites, which may raise a few eyebrows. But there's not a lot of difference between the 4, is there?
Yeah. Do you think though the Leverkusen poses the biggest threat to Zenit, or is there another team that you have in mind that could prove they're sort of their biggest thorn?
No, I think you're right. I mean, that would be my idea. I mean, the straight forecast, Zenit and Bayer Leverkusen is a really big price. I think it's like 12 or 14 to 1. The dual forecast, where it doesn't matter which way around it goes, just those 2 to qualify, is a lot shorter. Benfica, not so keen. I mean, they've kind of gone out of the group stage the last couple of years, haven't they? Then gone on to the final of the Europa League, where they've been beaten twice. This curse that's afflicting them whenever they get to finals. Don't think they've strengthened an awful lot this season, and I think they'll be found out. Monaco, I mean, if you'd have been looking for a bet last season when they had James Rodriguez, in the team, and Cardozo's still scoring the goals, then you would have been all over them. But they've lost those 2 players, and they've lost, the right winger to Liverpool as well. They haven't replaced them well enough, in my opinion. The words coming out from the Falcao move, just doesn't strike me as being something that they're really going to be keen on at Monaco. I just think he didn't seem very happy there. So no, I think Monaco might finish bottom of this group, which would be a shame for them after getting back into the Champions League. But I'd go Zenit, Bayer Leverkusen, Benfica and Monaco in that order.
Yeah, well, because of the closeness of the group, we actually have value on who's going to qualify. Leverkusen are priced 1.73, followed by Benfica, who's priced at 1.15, Monaco priced at 2.3, and Zenit priced at 2.75. So obviously that Zenit there to qualify 2.75 is really good return for your money, as is betting on the favourite Leverkusen at 1.75. Would you advise both of those bets?
Yeah, I mean, playing the dual forecast where you can have either Bayer Leverkusen first or second and Zenit first or second, as long as those two are in the top two, I think that's a really nice bet as well. I think that's another nice way into it, because I really can't see either Benfica or Monaco, cutting into those two at all. So any way of playing that, if you want safety first, then either of those two to qualify, as you just described, Natalie, is fine. But I might have a little dabble on Zenit to win this group. I think they've got something about them this season.
Certainly right. Lee Phelps, thank you for joining us today.
No problem.